Donald Trump's disastrous speech in Iowa went off the rails before Donald Trump even began his portion of the speech. I think it's important that we cover what goes down before Donald Trump even takes the stage so you can see what a dangerous, weird cult this MAGA is. Let me explain to you what went down. The first thing I want to show you over here is the head of the Iowa MAGA Republican Party. Here he is. His name is Jeffrey Kaufman. Watch him. I mean, this is, just watch it, play it.
How about protecting every single young woman's right to compete fairly? That's beautiful. And not only is it beautiful, it's the right thing to do. Thank you, Mr. President. And thank you, Governor Reynolds. And thank you to the Iowa legislature. You all met together to make that happen.
Then you have Donald Trump's Agriculture Secretary, Brooke Rollins, going full North Korea on the stage. She really goes, we love our leader. We love our dear leader. We love him. It's what she says. Watch it, play it.
This is the foundation of our greatness, a greatness that is being restored by a leader we love and who loves you, President Donald J. Trump. President Trump never forgets that it is this state, that it is all of you, that it is Iowans who helped send him back to the White House for this, the most historic second term of our lifetimes. And this is why he fought for Iowa farmers in the one big, beautiful bill.
What are we even watching right there? Then she goes on and says, Donald Trump is American, the way our founders would like him, a real American. What the hell? Play the clip.
For the first time in a generation, a president of the United States who understands it and embodies it. President Donald Trump is American in ways the founders would immediately understand, and in ways that the pioneers who tamed this former wilderness would have instantly recognized. He is American in ways that Iowans absolutely understand, so much that he won the hearts and minds of Iowans and Americans, not once, not twice, but 3 times. And now that you have brought him back to the White House again, he is delivering on his promises.
Then they bring on Joni Ernst, the MAGA Republican senator from Iowa, who said it doesn't matter that the bill is bad because everyone's going to die anyway. And then she said she went to the cemetery and then said, look where I am. Oh, oopsies, you're all going to die. Something like that. Here she is, again, giving basically doing a campaign rally for the Trump regime. Let's play it.
President Trump does not stop working and delivering for Iowans. Abroad, his strategy of peace through strength is keeping us safe. And here at home, he is getting the government back to work for you and eliminating waste, fraud, and abuse. Right, folks? Make them squeal. So, as your senator, I've been committed to saving your hard-earned tax dollars and making Washington squeal. I've been leading the Senate Doge caucus, and I've been working hand in hand with President Trump to drain the swamp. We are really making them squeal now.
Then you have the former Fox host, Monica Crowley, who I guess is now an ambassador. So Ambassador Monica Crowley. Again, this is just right out of North Korea. Let's play it.
A new birth of freedom is exactly what we are experiencing right now because our current president is a direct inheritor of the founders' heroic character. A profoundly brave man driven by the noble fight for American freedom, guided by the hand of God. From Washington, Adams, Jefferson, and Hamilton to Trump, the through lines of history are clear. President Trump is the heir to those greats who 250 years ago risked their lives, their fortunes, and their sacred honor for America. We are now in a moment in our history when, thanks to President Trump, we are turning the tide again, just as the revolutionary generation did. It is our time to take big risks to save our country.
Then you have Chuck Grassley, MAGA Republican senator, and he goes, you know what? I'm going to make sure everybody knows all of the people who were trying to lock Donald Trump up. Here's Chuck Grassley. Let's watch him.
So we're getting some whistleblowers their jobs back. We are releasing documents because I want everybody who had anything to do since President Trump went down that golden elevator in 2015 have been trying to get him out of the presidency, or when he was out of the presidency, getting into prison. We don't have to put up with that in America. President Trump hasn't put it in America. And I want to thank President Trump and his administration for helping me make this stuff more transparent and never see that it happens again. Thank you.
While that was going on, Trump's chief propagandist, Caroline Leavitt, was calling into a White House prayer call at or around that time. During the prayer call, she said that, things were going a little bit later than expected. She said, because there's spiritual warfare and it's trying to break up our calls. It's all spiritual warfare, she says. Here, play this clip.
On a personal note, I just want to thank everyone for the prayer, because I do see so many messages from probably many of you on this call, social media, and comments saying you're praying for me and praying for the president and everyone here at the White House. And we thank you for that. There is spiritual warfare, as we all know. It tried to break up our calls today, as the president even alluded to. And we see it on a daily basis. I talked to Dr. Paula and Jenny about it quite a bit. But we know we're on the side of truth and justice and righteousness, and we're on the right side of history. Thanks to President Trump, and thanks to all of you.
And again, while all of this was going on, you have the MAGA Republicans in the House celebrating and dancing and doing the Trump thumbs up. Like, that's why this is a cult. They're doing the Trump thumbs up. There's YMCA playing in the background. You won't hear that, but just watch this. Here, play this clip.
Tonight and for the next 18 months leading up to the 250th anniversary of July 4th, 1776, and the approval of the Declaration of Independence. All sorts of events coming up.
And then, without any sense of irony at all, Brooke Rollins, the agriculture secretary, then goes on Fox while the speech is going on. And you saw she gave a speech at the event also. And she goes, "We will never be governed by a king. The kings who want transgender for everybody. The kings who want Zoran Mandami." These people are crazy. Here, watch Brooke Rollins. Let's play it.
It's funny. You see the Democrats in Washington, D.C., and, they're ripping apart the soul of our country. They're talking about transgender bathroom and boys and girls sports and open borders and sanctuary cities. That's their vision for America. Our vision for America is similar to the founders 250 years ago when they said, we will govern ourselves. We will not be governed by a tyrannical monarch or a dictator or a king. We instead, for the first time in world history, will govern ourselves, and the greatest country in the history of the world was born. So bringing back that patriotism, having events like this with thousands of incredible patriots here in the heartland. These are the people that elected this president, and this is the reason the president was elected. Yeah. It's this feeling of patriotism and making America great again. You can feel it tonight.
And then, of course, you had Donald Trump's portion of the speech where Donald Trump doesn't know what the World Cup is, so he calls the World Cup. He brought the great soccer, he calls it. The great soccer he brought. Play this clip.
What I did do is during my first term, I got the Olympics and I got the great soccer. You know that whole deal, right? We call it soccer, they call it football. I got them both. I got the Olympics. First I got the Olympics and I got it. I was president and I said, it's a shame. It's a shame. I got the World Cup and I have the Olympics.
Oh, very good, Donald. You brought the great soccer. And then in his speech, Donald Trump continues to rant and rave like a lunatic. What is he saying over here? The next one he goes is that we'll have UFC fights in front of the White House. Let's play it.
We're going to have a UFC fight. We're going to have a UFC fight. Think of this, on the grounds of the White House. We have a lot of land there. We're going to build a little, we're not. Dana's going to do it. Dana's great, one of a kind. We're going to have a UFC fight, championship fight, full fight, like 20, 25,000 people. And we're going to do that as part of 250 also. We're going to have some incredible events, some professional events, some amateur events. But the UFC fight's going to be a big deal too. And
he's excited about having statues of himself, that the big, beautiful bill, the disastrous bill that's going to bankrupt America. He'll get statues of himself. That's what he wants to build.
I'm pleased to report that the One Big Beautiful Bill includes full funding for those statues. And we're going to do statues to our greatest Americans. And we're going to let the people choose who they are. You better choose me. No, I'm only kidding. I should take myself out. I think I should take myself out, Susie. Our great chief of staff, the first woman chief of staff. Can you believe it? Susie Wiles, stand up.
And then he says, this is his Biden impersonation that he does for the crowd. Let's play it.
Remember Biden had always used to say, it is it's an existential threat. He loves the word existential. It's an existential threat. What is? I don't know, climate change. Remember that? Always, that's dangerous too, because they're going to take that and they're going to say, he couldn't say existential. So you can't imitate people either.
Well, all of this is going on. The Trump influencers like Laura Loomer are posting photos of alligators eating Mexicans. And they're making fun of alligators and doing jokes about alligators killing migrants. The NRCC, the National Republican Congressional Committee, they're selling alligator Alcatraz shirts. They call it Ice with a Bite. That's what the shirt says, Ice with a Bite. And they're selling these despicable shirts. And then the White House official account, while all of this is taking place, they're posting alligator Alcatraz images of Donald Trump with alligators with ice hats. You see it right there. That's what they're doing. Sick people. Real sick, disgusting, vile people. Just call them out. These are sick humans. Hit subscribe. Let's get to 6 million subscribers.
New Midas merch drop. Check out the latest pro-democracy sticker packs, t-shirts, hats, sweatshirts, and more. All at store.MeidasTouch.com.